Welcome to Celebrity Reports, the place where we dive deep into the fascinating world of celebrities and uncover the stories behind the headlines. Today we're going to take a closer look at an incident that shocked the world of entertainment, one that involved a beloved actress whose career was forever impacted by a single appearance on the iconic Johnny Carson Show. The actress in question, Diana Marlowe, was a rising star in the 1970s, known for her charming performances in romantic comedies. With her radiant smile and effervescent personality, she quickly became a household name. By the time she was invited onto The Tonight Show, she had already gained immense popularity. It was an opportunity to further solidify her status as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. At first, everything seemed to go according to plan. Diana sat down with Johnny Carson, ready to charm both the host and the millions of viewers watching at home. The atmosphere was light, and the conversation flowed easily. Johnny, known for his wit and humor, was an excellent interviewer, and Diana played along with the jokes, laughing at the right moments and sharing anecdotes from her personal life. However, as the interview continued, something unexpected happened. Diana, who had always been known for her quick wit and unapologetic honesty, began to push the boundaries of what was considered acceptable on national television. The questions from Johnny, though playful, began to focus more on her personal life than her career. Diana, ever the open book, started to divulge some rather private details, ones that many felt were better left unspoken. Things took a dramatic turn when Johnny asked her about her recent breakup with a high-profile actor. Diana, without missing a beat, openly criticized the actor, calling him out for his alleged cheating and lack of professionalism. The audience gasped. While celebrity gossip was common in those days, this was a raw and unfiltered moment that many felt crossed the line. Johnny, for his part, seemed uncomfortable but tried to steer the conversation back to safer ground. But Diana wasn't done. She made a remark about another well-known actress, suggesting that she had been the one behind the breakup. The insinuations were explosive, and it became clear that Diana was airing her dirty laundry in a very public way. The fallout was immediate. The producers of The Tonight Show were not pleased with the direction the interview had taken. Johnny Carson himself was reportedly furious, not because of the content of Diana's revelations, but because of the way it had been presented. The show, which had always prided itself on a sense of decorum and light-hearted fun, suddenly felt uncomfortable and confrontational. The tone of the interview was no longer fun or playful. It had become personal and pointed. Within hours, Diana's publicist was in damage control mode, attempting to downplay the situation. But it was too late. The interview had already gone viral in a way that no one could have predicted. The fallout from the appearance was swift and harsh. Diana's reputation took a hit, and within days, rumors started circulating that she had been permanently blacklisted from The Tonight Show. Diana's career, which had been on the rise, began to falter. Producers who had once lined up to work with her now hesitated. The tabloids, which had once adored her, now turned on her. It wasn't long before she found herself struggling to land major roles. Even her loyal fanbase began to waver, some feeling uncomfortable with the way she had exposed so much of her personal life. Johnny Carson, known for his ability to forgive and forget, never invited Diana back on the show. In fact, it was said that Carson personally requested that she be kept off the guest list for any future appearances. The man who had welcomed so many into his late-night world now wanted nothing to do with Diana. The interview had been a turning point in her career, one that she would never fully recover from. Years later, Diana would reflect on the incident with a mixture of regret and disbelief. She would later admit that she had let her emotions get the better of her, not fully realizing the consequences of her words. But by then, her career had already suffered irreparable damage. The public had moved on, and so had the industry. What had once been a promising career in Hollywood was now just a distant memory. Though Diana would continue to act in small roles here and there, she would never again reach the heights she had once known. And as for The Tonight Show, the incident became one of the most talked about moments in its long history. It served as a reminder that, in the world of entertainment, even the most seemingly innocent interviews can take a dark turn. And for Diana Marlowe, one bad interview was enough to change everything.